Hey guys, Kev here, and I have an unboxing to do for you. So I have a package here from Blade Banter. I think that's this one. This is from the Apex Pass Around group. And then I have one over here from Illumination Supply. They're just sending me something because they screwed up, but that's fine. They're taking care of it. I do have my Spindrift Orange Mango. Big shout out to Knife Ninja EDC. Ev is a great dude. He's a good friend at this point, and he recommended these Spindrifts, and they have like real fruit juice in them. It's not a ton, but it's pretty cool that it has some of the actual juice in, and then the seltzer. I do love LaCroix and stuff like that, but this is kind of something I like to drink in the morning because it's almost like drinking an orange juice. I'm also keeping an eye on the kiddo. She's napping there, you can see. She's home from daycare the last 2 days. She had a little bit of a stomach bug. She threw up at daycare yesterday morning, and we had to bring her home. And she only threw up one more time after that around lunchtime yesterday, and then she's been good since. And today she seems great, so she'll be going back to daycare tomorrow, hopefully. She loves it there. And obviously we both work, so I took off work today to hang out with the kiddo, which has been fun. We walked around in the pouring ass rain to my parents to hang out with my dad, and yeah, anyway, just put her down for a nap after lunch. We both ate and got some stuff to unbox. And let's unbox it with this. This is the Serge Panchenko Leaf slip joint. This thing just sits on my desk. It's a little package opener for me and has some of the best walk and talk on a production slip joint. I don't really know any custom one. I don't have any, so I don't know what that feels like, but this feels so much better than a lot of things I've handled. The Tactile Bear is really good, I think, but this is better. I will say the Jack Wolf sharpshooter jack I have, that is a little bit crisper, I guess, but this is damn near close. Just really small, so it's hard to gauge. Anyway, let's just cut into this guy. This should just be a replacement. They screwed up and sent me a button top, or not a button top, the opposite, whatever it is, flat top battery, and they were supposed to send me a button top. And let's see. Here we go. There it is. Button top. Nice. They told me to keep the other one, so that's cool. If I ever get another light with a 10440 flat like the Hoku, then I'll have that. So there we go. That was simple. By the way, if you're going to get an EDC flashlight, like a fancy light like this, or even a Ray Light Pineapple Mini and put a 10440 in it, don't cheap out on batteries, guys. Every flashlight maker, this is a CWF Micro Arcadian. This thing has become my favorite flashlight very, very quickly. I love it. They will tell you, do not cheap out on batteries. That's like the stupidest thing to do, because this really good battery is like $2 or $2.50. Like, it's not expensive. Just get them at the right place. Don't go on Amazon, because I don't know what you'll get. Illumination Supply is a good place to get it. That's where all of the flashlight guys, like I bought this off CWF. I have the La Lima Hoku, or I had. They recommended the same place, so highly recommend going to check them out. Amazon will sell those sort of like blue 10440s, come in like a 2-pack of the blue ones. Don't get them, man. 1 out of 2 is a piece of shit and fries out instantly. You can't even charge it. And the other one, you know, craps out within a couple weeks. It's just not good, man. Highly recommend these. eFest is one of the brands, and then the other one, I believe it's called Vape Cell or Vap Cell. This is the one that came with this one. And when I asked CWF or Charles Wiggins, he said to get either this or the eFest. He recommended both. So definitely get some good batteries. It's totally worth it for the, you know, even if they're $4 or $5. Like, what is that? Did I scratch the shit out of this? Oh, that sucks. When did I do that? Look at that. Let me get some alcohol. Let's see. I mean, it's polished titanium, but it could have rubbed against something. I don't know. It's always in my pocket. Yeah. Guess I jacked it up. Might be from rubbing against inside my pocket or something. The whole thing is pretty beat up there. Look at that. I don't know what the... Is it scratching? Yeah. I don't know. You can't really tell anyway, unless you're really looking at it. But I guess that's what's going to happen when you carry something like this. You're going to beat it up, right? So, yeah. Anyway, love the light. It's fantastic. It's been great. So, definitely recommend good battery. All right, moving on. Sorry. See if I can get through a cut in one cut. Let's see. So, you go in. Maybe you go in. Why can't I get this in there? Cut. Try to stay in, cut. Oh, almost closed it. That's why you gotta be careful with a slip joint. All right. Can I close it one-handed? Like, come on, baby. Look at that snap. Oh, thing's nice. All right, so this is a knife I've never heard of. I think it's probably a piece of shit, and I wanted to check it out. So, that's everything in there. This is the Elite Tactical knife. I love it. Master cutlery products are covered by a limited lifetime warranty against manufacturing defects. It's called mastercutleryretail.com. That's awesome. Made in China. We knew that. There's your model number. ETFDR005S. Why is it having trouble focusing? Warning. This knife has an extremely sharp edge. Use caution when opening this package. Mishandling or incorrect use can result in serious injury. It is the responsibility of the buyer to investigate and comply with laws and regulations that apply in his or her area. Okay, so I forget what this thing's called. And the reason I wanted to check it out, I think it's called the Parallax or something. Whoa, look at this stuff. This is some freaking Evatac shit right here. Evatac, whatever you want to call it. Alex Jones knows all about it. All right, it has a cool clip. Let's see. Maybe we're onto something here. Maybe we're onto something. The Parallax. It's in D2. And the reason I wanted to check it out is because of the lock. So David over at Blade Mantor asked if anybody wanted to check this out. And I said, yeah, why not? And it's because of this lock. It looks like an Axis lock, right? But you can't pull down. You pull to the side, I guess? I don't know. We're going to find out. It does have a decent clip. Deep carry. Goes to the butt end. That's pretty nice. It's heavy, man. Really heavy. Got some weight to it there. I'm guessing this is steel on the backspacer. Yep. So, I mean, all of this stuff is steel, guys. There's no titanium or anything. So, it's just adding a lot of weight to it. We got a flipper tab, which oh my God, I'm guessing. Let's just try it. Oh! Oh! Flipped out of there real nice. Actually has a thin blade on it. So it has a decent stock, but man, they ground that pretty thin. It is D2. It feels super dull. I don't even know if this will cut paper. Could be wrong. Oh yeah, look at that. Never mind. Just felt dull. Yeah, it feels okay. And I'm guessing you pull back on these bars. But how? So it is like, oh, it's assisted. Is it assisted? Hold on. I think it might be. I hate this lock already. You have to pull it like back, and that's so awkward. Like, how do you pull back? How do you pull to the side? Can you do? Oh, you can do it one-handed. Oh, okay, that's not bad. Never mind. One hand drop. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It is reversible, the clip. Do we want to do it? I feel like whenever you have a knife like this that has an axis lock, whatever kind of lock, you want to reverse the clip to get the full feeling. So I have a T6 here. That's what I'm guessing we're looking at here. Yep. Oh, God. Okay. Make sure you use good bits with a knife like this. Because I'm guessing it's not using the best screws. But hey, man, I could just be judging this company poorly. So far, the materials aren't great, but the knife actually is pretty nice. Hold on, let's see. And, you know, that nice is relative. You know what I mean. This is the Good Screw Little Beach driver, titanium driver. Absolutely love this thing. Super quiet spinner on this one. Check this out. You can put it down and then spin the top. And even that'll spin for a while. It's pretty cool how they do that. See, it's still got, like, it'll spin as long as the bottom will, I think. I don't know. It's weird. All right, so we got it reversed. And now I should be able to get a better sense because you have the clip to kind of grab onto. Yeah, see, that's a lot better. One thing I don't like is the flipper tab kind of hits you when it, oh, no, it doesn't. I'm sorry, it's assisted. So it catches. So it kind of, it's kind of fidgety. I don't know. Is there a coil spring in there? Let's see. I can't take it apart because it's the, it's part of the Apex group. I'm not allowed to take those apart. Not like just me because I'm a maniac. Like anybody, we're not allowed to take them apart. I can see a spring in there, but that's the lock. Oh, it's a line. Is it a liner? Hold on. And I can't tell, but it kind of looks like there's a spring in there. Like, you see on that side, it just seems a little beefier than this side down here, but I don't know. I'm trying to get a gauge for this lock, too. It kind of looks like it has a lock bar. Look at that. It's like a bar that goes around the back. Can you see that? You see that bar? It's right there, and it goes up. See that? And that locks into that slot up here. And then when you pull this, I'm guessing it notches it off. Look at that! So it's almost like a shark lock, right? It's almost like a internal shark lock. Like if you look at the Demco knives 80-20.5, there's this lock bar that drops into a piece onto the blade. And then you lift this, comes off, and then it free drops, right? And this comes out, that bar kicks in to a slot on the blade. You pull this, and it pops it up, in, up, up. I don't know, it's sort of similar. It's not quite an axis lock, because an axis lock is a crossbar here, right? This is a bar that goes across, and the blade sits into the bar, and then you pull this back to release it. So it's kind of like a combination axis lock, and this is actually the Able lock. But see, the reason I say I'm not sure it's assisted is because, like, look, even on the axis lock, like from here down, there's like some tension against it. Unless I keep the bar pulled all the way down. Oh, well, let's see. Does this... If I keep it pulled back... Yeah, see, no matter what you do, even if the bar is pulled all the way back, this last bit is a little bit stiff. Where on this, if I pull it down, it'll slot all the way. But if I keep it like this, it feels like there's spring tension. So, I don't know. This is really cool. And then it's almost like sort of a button lock, too. I don't know. It's like a cool mechanism. Now, can you one hand open it like this? No, you can't kick it out with this. No. So let's just see if it's assisted, because you can tell pretty easy. You can't. It's so hard. Is that the spring? You see a spring? See, it's almost like there's a spring attached to that lock bar. Oh, no, it's not a spring. I don't know what the hell is going on, guys. This is crazy. It does feel assisted, though, because there's take up, and then it kind of just, like, shoots out. You know what I mean? You can't, like, just break the lock. I don't know. It's hard to tell, man. Like, I want to say it's assisted, but I just can't be certain. Let's look this thing up. Whoops. Just threw our unboxing knife across the room. Get my MacBook out here. We can look it up. Let's see. Of course, this one time it wants the password, right? All right, let's see. What did we call this thing? The Parallax, the Tactical Elite Tactical Parallax knife. Here we go. In black. You can get this at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. They're legit. So this is $38, and it's in stock at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Let's see. Does White Mountain Knives have this thing? Smoky Mountain, Chicago Knife Works, Mastery Cutlery. Now, I'm not seeing it at White Mountain Knives. So, if you want to pick this up at Smoky Mountain, I don't know anybody who has a discount code there, but I do know some people who have a affiliate link that'll help them if you use the code. I think Casey has one, Knives Fast, so you can always look that up on his channel. And I believe JB has one over at Big Red EDC. And I think even Women Carry Knives has one. So, definitely check that out if you're interested. But $38.99, so not terrible, right? I can't get this to, come on, baby, there we go. $38.99, available. It's 3.5-inch D2 steel Tanto blade. It is not a Tanto blade. The picture isn't a Tanto either. I think it's a reverse Tanto, if anything. So maybe they meant to say reverse Tanto. With a black coated finish. So this one in the picture has a black coated finish. This actually has a pretty good satin on it. I'm not too upset with this satin. I like it. So here we go. Blade thickness of 1/8 inch. It's a manual opener with ambidextrous thumb studs, a blade flipper, and a ball bearing pivot. This push button lock has textured G10 handles with a stainless steel tip up pocket clip and a lanyard hole. It's 4.75 inch closed, 8.25 overall, and weighs 6.72 ounces. And that weight is really hefty. And part of that is there's that lock bar in there. It's made in China. Man, I want to know if it says assisted somewhere. They say manual, so I'm going to check and then it says blade style clip point. It's like, what the hell? Let's check their website because I saw it on their website. I think Lowe's has it. Lowe's has it. You can get this at Lowe's.com for $42.98. And that one has like almost like carbon fiber at the bottom. What? Might just be the picture, but that's redonkulous. All right, let me check their website, and then I'm going to shut up, okay? I do like this lock. I kind of want to try this lock on a good knife. Hate saying that, but a knife I really like, it'd be cool. But does the lock itself make it super heavy, or is that just the execution here? You know what I mean? So the one I'm looking at here on their website is in stock, but I don't see like a buy button anywhere. Super weird. Specifications, we got all that stuff. Let's see. Fine edge, blade finish satin. It just says manual folder. So it must be the lock that causes this. Let's see if I can see it. Let's see if we can see it while we zoom in. And sorry, I know that the black at the bottom here is not helping. Let's try this. So let's see. Does this help at all? I don't know. So the lock bar is where? Where's this lock bar thing? Sorry, I'm looking in the camera, not in the... Where is it? Okay, so the lock bar is that tab at the top. You see it moving? Honestly, I think this is worse. Sorry. Well, maybe not. You see that bar? That thing right there? That's the lock bar, right? So where does that go as we close it? All right, so it's still sitting there. And is it the reason that we can't close it? I think that's the reason. I think it's the detent. The way they have it. Yeah, the way that it sits into that spot right there on the blade is why. It has a little shelf, I guess. See that? See that little corner? Right there. It's kind of like a button lock, honestly. It kind of has like that spot on the blade. And then you push it down, and it has to pop into it. And that also is your detent. So when I pull this, am I high enough? Let's see. When I pull this flipper tab, it's going to break out of that. And that gives it enough of a detent to feel like a solid. I mean, it's very interesting. Sorry, I hit the wrong button here. Hang on a second. All right, there we go. Yeah, it works really well, guys. It feels assisted, honestly. It's definitely a solid detent for me. I just don't like that you can't close it. It can't drop shut because of that lock. That's basically the reason it can't drop shut. So I like everything about this lock, I think, other than the fact that you can't drop it shut. So if that doesn't bug you, if you don't mind giving it that extra little kick at the end, I think it's pretty cool. I would love to see this on a different knife. Like if you had a knife like this, you know, like the Ritter, if this thing had that lock where you just pushed it to the side instead of down, right? Like the Axis lock works great. So it's kind of the same thing, except I will say on this, you get a better detent, right? You see how I just can't fail it. Here's the studs. And it doesn't feel too strong either. On this, I can easily fail it because you're just relying on those Omega springs. So having this lock on there, I think would be pretty cool. You just have that one downside. And it probably does add weight because you have a metal bar in there, but I don't know how much weight that would add. I think the weight is more about the steel everywhere, you know what I mean? But yeah, if they did a knife like that with that lock, or even like this, like if this Civivi button lock was an ant lock instead. Why did I say ant lock? What do they call this thing? I just called it the ant lock, and I have no idea why that came out of my mouth. Is that what this is called? Have I seen this before? I don't know why I thought that. Sorry. Do they say what it's called on their website? Sorry, I will end this soon. I know you guys are probably like, what the hell? Style pocket knife, tactical, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't say lock on it anywhere. Restrictions, warnings, details. It just says folding knife. Does anybody know? Rapid lock. It's called the rapid lock. Why would you call it the rapid lock? Okay, so let me see if they have information. This is on Chicago Knife Works giving me that. Sculpted stud. Yeah, they don't give you any other info. So let me try this. Ant lock for knives. Steel. So, hey, whoa.
Today we're checking out the new Italian-made steel wheel Tasso, a solid EDC and tactical pocket knife with a cool new locking system.
I'm going to show you this. Sorry, this is super weird, I know, but I'm interested.
With the Tasso, Steel Will have introduced their patented ant lock. At first glance, it looks a lot like an Axis-style crossbar lock, but it's actually quite different, and it's sort of a hybrid between that style and a lockback. It gets a little technical, but the bar does not interface with the tang of the knife itself, but rather it actuates a spring-loaded piece of metal in the back spring that locks into the blade exactly the same way a lock does.
Similar.
In use, though, it operates very similarly to an Axis-style lock with many of the same advantages. The system...
Okay, so that is extremely similar to what we're looking at here, but it's not the same thing. That had a spring internally that you pulled back, but it's kind of the same thing. So I don't know. They call this the rapid lock. What do you want me to do? I don't know. I'm interested. I like it. This is why I wanted to check it out, guys, because it had a cool locking mechanism I'd never seen before. Oh, I failed it. How did I do that? Actually, I pinched it. Is probably what happened. You can't fail it. I don't know, guys. I like it. It gives it an assisted feel in a good way. There, I did it again. It's just me slipping off, I think. But other than that, it's great. One thing, so two downsides, right? Downside one, you can't guillotine it closed. It has to kind of, be pushed to close. You can't even like shake it down. You know what I mean? There's no shaking it down because it has to be over. You have to overcome that spot on the tang and have it drop in. The other downside is you can't deploy it with the lock. It'd be cool if you could like push or pull and flick it. Like on a button lock, you see that? You can do a button lock flick. On an Axis lock, you can do the Axis flick. On the Shark lock, you can do a lock flick. So that's one downside to it. But I mean, there's a lot of locks where you can't do that, right? I mean, a traditional knife, you can't like pull the lock bar back and flick it out. So I mean, it's just, compared to the other style locks that look like this, it's not. But I don't know. I kind of like it. I want to see this lock on a good knife. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I don't think this is a great knife. Now, for $30, I mean, you get D2, which who knows what that is. The ergos are not great. They have a few swells and whatnot. And I don't know, I guess it fits my hand here. Kind of good. And you could choke up, honestly. That's at your own risk. But, yeah, that actually feels pretty good. So, for $30 and it cut okay. I mean, I can't speak to the, D2 or whatever. But it's very, kind of tactical, gas station-y. But I think it's a step above that. I think it's a legit knife. You know what I mean? I don't think it's garbage. I think it's way better than a Evatac or whatever, that kind of shit. So, is it as, it's kind of like in that CRKT range for me, if you know what I'm talking about. This is fun, man. I like this. You can flick and then push and click. Like, I don't know. I think it's cool. I like this a lot. Would I ever carry this knife or whatever? No. This is going to be it for the video on this. But, if they came out with a cool one, like one with a cool design and lightweight and stuff, I would definitely give it a try. That's for sure. Can you slow roll it? You can kind of slow roll it. It wants to pop on you, but you can just kind of pinch it and slow roll it out like that. So it does work. And it's ambidextrous, which is cool. So there you go, guys. That is the Elite Tactical. I can't help myself but laugh when I hear that. Elite Tactical Parallax knife. And it's like $38. Deep carry clip. You got D2 and the cool lock, rapid lock. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Apologize for jostling you there. I just was really interested in that ant lock. Kind of actually want to check that out now because that is actually a good looking knife with it. So maybe I will get that, and maybe that one won't have the issue where you can't close it, but we'll see. So anyway, I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.